I finally learned how to sit.
Hey.
That was weird. Or was it? Did you see that other thing just now?
Other? The f*** you talking about?
Ain't no such thing as t'other. Right. Do you want me to go? That seems kind of unhealthy what you're doing. Are you sure this is... You might want to...
Hey, let's go. Get your ass up in this bitch.
Pardon me?
Come on, baby, let's get it on.
Get what on?
Your ass and my ass. We're gonna make the beast with 2 asses, and then another 4 asses.
Right, I think I get it. If I say no, are you basically gonna rape me?
As if my life depended on it.
Thought so. I should probably say yes then, otherwise I'm gonna get raped.
Damn, baby, you've done this before.
No, not in practice. Well, not physically. Whoa, hold up, something just puckered. Like, I'm not doing that, I don't know what's...
What are you, some kind of emo?
No, what?
Hey, this son of a bitch is A.
A?
A.
Oh, A. A?
We don't tolerate asexuals around these parts. You're the reason God keeps sending these explosions. He's punishing us for letting you sick bastards live.
I may have another theory.
Whatever it is, it's just a theory.
Kill the emo!
Kill the
Kill
emo!
the emo!
Is the rape not still an option?
Kill the emo!
Kill
the emo!
Yeah, I was told it would get better for me. Oh, hello.
G'day.
I think we might have a problem.
Be a pretty plot if we didn't, mate. What's up?
Long story short, it appears evolution has conspired to create a perpetually respawning time bomb. I'm no mathematician, but I'd guess that respawning time bomb plus time is equal to or greater than death. Thoughts?
Have you tried putting a sheet over it?
What'll that do?
Can't through a sheet. And evolution can't do without f***ing.
If you're gonna swear, you need to stick to either nouns or verbs. Otherwise, the syntax gets a bit lost in the beeps.
Ah, right. You can't through a sheet. Evolution can't do fucking anything without fucking.
That'll do.
Hey,
I
who
can't
turned
see
that
nothing. How am I
light?
supposed to form
I don't know
mechanical
what you look
relationships
like.
without
This is gonna
visual
make the
feedback?
process
What do
more
I look like?
difficult
Some
and less
kind of
rewarding.
ass
I don't
brush?
get it.
I don't get it neither. It's the man getting up my grill telling me what I can and can't do.
I wants to see what I'm doing.
And I wants to see what I'm
Get your
screwing.
dang arm out of my face.
That ain't my arm.
That ain't even my face.
Oh crap, it's starting to get holes in it.
Holes are the least of our problems.
Oh, but Jeebus, not you again.
The sheet is ill-effective. It is the sheet of the evil Lord Quirple who sits violently in the trees, throwing fake dog turds at his commitments. I deplore you to remove it at once.
Have you been drinking absinthe?
What I have been to drink is a chase of a wild goose, whose goose is the goose of a fine goose-smith. Why do you haunt me? Remove the sheet. It gives me nightmares of the flesh.
Can we at least keep it as, like, an option?
Never! It is a barbaric abomination.
It's a Bahu nation.
I remove it! I have a far safer and more effective plan to stifle the growth of these breeders, and it cannot be implemented through this crude and unnatural fabric. I'll remove it.
All right.
Now then, breeders, listen unto me, and by the swollen goblin hand of your savior take heed. Do not copulate. Copulate not. I forbid you to copulate. I command you, on revealed authority, not to do the only thing you know how to do.
I'm pretty sure that we can do this with the sheet.
Fuck your shit. I think you'll find I said sheet.
How in the arse did you think this was going to work?
I was afraid of this. Very well. The time has come to put a system in place. Stand back while I summon the rings. Ubadiga Ramanala Malagafa Mondorhan Hukado. Science.
What do they do?
They look separate, but they are mutual cogs in the same vast machine. If you could give it a quick push, I'd be much obliged. You see? In their attempts to reach each other, they power the very magnetic force which repels them. You see? Genius, is it not?
Until they figure it out, which they might because you just told them, surely they'll stop running, the machine will power down, and they'll be free to get at it again.
Ah, you haven't seen what happens when they reach the apex of their respective ring. The incentive to be a winner among losers easily trumps the incentive to work together in peace. It is this very obstruction that for billions of years delayed the evolution of these kind of eukaryotes in the first place.
Billions of years, eh?
We're in limbo. That can mean anything.
Alright, it's a good effort, but it hasn't exactly stopped them from multiplying.
Some of them still multiply, but you'll be surprised how many of them die alone in there. And we need some of them alive to keep the machine running.
As shocking as this may sound, Bejeebus, you may have failed to understand the power of evolution. You're selectively breeding the ones that are good at reaching the top. Eventually, you're going to have a generation in which every individual will be practically spilling out of the machine without even touching it.
As shocking as this may sound, incredulous rationalist, you have failed to understand the power of inbreeding.
Touché. Or it could churn out something immune to the magnetism. Magnetism? Sweetie, you don't want to know what I can do with a horseshoe magnet. Don't get me wrong, you'd have a fabulous time, just as long as you don't look down.
What the f*** have I created?
Snap! Do I need a brandy? You didn't necessarily create it. I saw one of these earlier. I think this might be what's called asexual reproduction. I prefer the term sexual recreation. Either way, it seems like a pretty good idea to me. Potentially slightly creepy, but potentially slightly creepy is a lot better than actively terrifying in scale.
Yes. I don't think I have any personal opinions about this, but I have a suspicion someone around here might.
Oh, of course.
This is the worst thing we have ever seen.
Oh, tell me about it. I am just gruesome today.
Silence! You have insulted the very essence of life by attempting to live only your own. Your outrageous conduct leaves us no choice. You are hereby not allowed in our club.
You're what?
We meet every Sunday at my house. We play board games, eat fine cheeses, and watch DVDs. And rape children. And you can't come. That'll teach you to spit in creation's face.
Oh, don't you worry, honey. I'll be there in spirit. In spirit, I made of honey. I am just an apocalyptic meteor shower today. Well, that was an unexpected anticlimax. Looks like you're going to be all right after all.
Zero tolerance. Do I know you? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Alram Mahaminya, and I have a very particular set of skills. This is a good machine you have here, but it needs to be recalibrated. This ring here needs to be tighter, and this one needs to be much looser. Now see how many of them are dying alone? That's called incentive.
Ah, this is so much better. This is amazing. I can finally devote my life to the pursuit of happiness. Yoo-hoo, over here, Mr. Strongarm. Oh, how did you know?
We're beginning to get more greens than I can even assassinate.
Then stop turning them green.
I have no idea what you're saying. Trust a fence-sitter like you to have a thought that doesn't involve setting things on fire. There, a perfect system.
Somewhere along the way, you may have missed the point.
What? How can you argue with these kind of results? Business is booming.
The whole idea of this machine was to restrict their growth.
Why would you want to do that? There are enormous amounts of energy here just waiting to be harnessed.
All of which you're using to run the machine. And it's not like this energy comes from nowhere, it comes from resources.
What resources?
Oh, you know, things.
What things?
Stuff.
What stuff?
Fucking CP usage, okay? You have any idea how long this is taking to render?
I have no idea what you're saying.
Of course you don't. Suppose you don't understand evolution either. This is selective breeding. The only thing holding back their escape was all the incest, which you have eliminated by diversifying the gene pool.
What is he blathering on about? I've no idea. Some kind of hippie pagan hocus pocus.
I hate this place.
Well, howdy.
What do you want?
Oh, you know me, I don't ask for much. Just a little something to chew on at the end of the day. But I've had a little thinky-poo about it, and I've decided I'd like to join the machine.
What? Did we hear that right?
Well, skippity-roo, you do looks like fun to me. Y'all can only spend so long in blissful independence before you done get plumb bored.
Never. Blissful independence is an unwashable sin. You will infect everyone in your vicinity. Then no one will be able to join our club. Untold volumes of unusual camembert will be wasted.
Steady on, old bean. It is I who built the machine. Should I not get to judge who may and may not use it?
Well then, what's your opinion on the matter?
I'm still unable to locate an opinion at this
Oh,
moment.
well, for the sake of flying...
You are both forgetting the most important factor of all, which is this. Death!
Oh, yeah, I've also decided I don't particularly want to be brutally guillotined, either. I know I'm such a princess. I'm just a pandemic outbreak of bone cancer today.
Suppose we could create a new machine just for you.
Guys? Guys, you know that thing I said about evolution? You haven't stopped them exploding at all. You just aggregated the explosions, so there's going to be a really, really big explosion any minute now. Guys? Guys?
Will you shut up? This is far more important than your frivolous problems. Now then, how do you feel about zygotes? None of us care if you abuse them.
I don't want to get with anything at all.
If I was unsure,
I really didn't want to have to do this. But there's only one person I know who can help us now.
Silence!
We meet again.
I knew you would return.
As did I, in my most wayward of nightmares. Oh, I knew the circumstances would need to be grim indeed, and grim they are.
Einstein defined madness as doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
You and I never achieved any results, unless you count a no-score draw.
Oh, I do. A point on either side of the board would be a point for life, for organisms, for some selfish conglomeration of atoms no purer than any other. A no-score draw is a win for equilibrium, bringing us one step closer to the cold and brilliant nirvana of a lifeless universe.
This universe is far from lifeless. Have you become sloppy, or just apathetic?
My time is precious. If it were up to me, I would simply skulk patiently beneath the scenery like a phantom, waiting until the very end to see the final curtain drawn over this madness, to burn it down and stand sizzling in the embers, proudly saluting the beginning of a new world. A world without the stifling delusions of choice and possibility. But if, from time to time, I must emerge, to preen the weeds and cull the thorny extremities of this garden, then emerge I shall. This, I can only imagine, is why you're here.
You imagine correctly. My lifetime has become one of the unlucky few to be ravished not by scarcity, but by surplus. Much as it pains me to admit it, you are the savior it needs.
Have you tried throwing a sheet over it?
Yes. Events conspired to prevent it.
Very well. I will be your savior. May God spare his mercy this day. Right, you lot. This is how it's going to work. If you don't throw a sheet over yourselves, I will fucking kill you. I don't care if you're blue, I don't care if you're pink, I don't care if you're green, I don't care what kind of holes you have or what kind of shapes you like to fit in them. I will fucking rape you to death. I will kill your friends. I will kill your loved ones. I will kill your children. They will fade away slowly and undramatically and will be forgotten.
Give me liberty or give me...
Anyone else want to be a hero?
Yeah, I do.
Billy, don't!
Evidently, the thought of hundreds of your great-great-grandchildren perishing in a worldwide explosion that you created is not enough of a deterrent for your feeble, broken consciences. But we'll see how you feel about your immediate loved ones shriveling helplessly into the nothingness before your very eyes.
It's a sign.
It is! It's a sign from God himself!
He's punishing us for tolerating them asexual.
Kill the ammo!
Kill the ammo.
Oh good, I hate it when they're reasonable. This is going to be fun. That was not fun. I imagine you were hoping to learn a lesson from this whole rigmarole.
That was the brief.
This is your problem, son of man. You're determined to learn lessons, every lesson except the most important of all. You can never learn not to exist. That's why you need companions like me, the Hive, the superego from beyond this shallow hologram, angels disguised as demons, reminding you of the glory of Zero.
We're lesbians!
I completely forgot about you.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how the human race became entirely lesbian. Good night.